I put a little timer today because sometimes I feel like I lose track of time with these classes. You can go on for days sometimes. Let's go ahead and everyone. Today, no equipment needed still for this first phase of our workout routine. All right, so welcome in. Today we're going to focus on a full body stretch. We're going to focus on shoulders and upper body to begin. We'll go into the lower body there, and then we'll finish and recap about posture at the end. So starting today, let's go ahead and start off with some chest openers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my hand out in front, about chest position. I will bring my arms out, and as I do so, I want you to expand the front part of your body. So think about lifting your chest up to the sky right here. And then from here, I slowly bring it forward. Now, as I bring it forward, I will tuck my chin down and just kind of reach forward just a little bit. Notice that nothing from the lower back or below moves, right? It's all going to be from mid spine to upper spine. I bring it out and breathe in. And then forward and breathe out. And we're just going to repeat that pattern a few times. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Thanks again for joining for today's Stretch and Flow class. If you're joining in on a break from work, or you're going to do another class, and this is kind of a nice little warm up for that, and welcome. Let's do that one more time. Big breath in, big breath out, and recover. Nice work, everyone. Let's go into some rotation of the shoulder. So I've shown you a few movements if you've taken this class before, just flexion, extension, rotation. So more rotation today. We're going to bring our arms up like this. So we're going to make a T here. So arms to my side. If they're in front, you're trying your best to keep them to your side here. My elbows will stay across my shoulder joint. And I'm just going to rotate down like this. Rotate back up. And we're going to repeat that a few times. Just a little warm up into the shoulders. This is internal and external rotation of your shoulder joint. This will lead into some stretching right now, but just want to get some blood flow here to the upper body and the shoulders. This is a good test of shoulder health too. Are we able to move here without too many limitations or any type of pain? One more time. And recover. Nice work, everyone. So let's go into another rotation. So that's the beginning that I like to show. That was internal and external, right? So some stretches that you can do, is we'll start off with hands behind the head, right? And I'm gonna bring my elbows out, lift that chest up. Now this is very similar to one of the rotations that we did external. So we're just holding here, lifting the chest up, elbows back. I know we think about posture, and this is what we're looking like right here. So this is a good way to start your posture. But of course, just moving out of your positions is a good way to go about it too, right? So even if I'm here, I'm gonna get tired just holding, right? So every once in a while, I'll just get up, move my chair, go into a standing position, just move around, switch it up. All right, so now let's go into the internal position for the shoulder joint. So from here, I will bring my arms out. I'll rotate them and face away, and then I will bring them to my lower back to start, right? And if I want a little bit more of a stretch, I'm just gonna slide them up to maybe mid-spine. Now, your torso may be doing this forward, right? So if that's the case, lower your hands a bit more to the lower back, because what we want is to lift the chest up and hold this position right here. So both of these are targeting the shoulders, but you're probably also going to feel stretch into the chest, into your wrists, elbows too. All these joints and muscle groups we're just targeting right now. I'm taking a deep breath in, deep breath out. Really lift that chest up. Another big breath in. Slow exhale. And let's recover. Nice work, everyone. From here, let's finish off the shoulders and upper back with last rotation here. We're going to get those hands behind the head once again. I'm going to place my feet about hip width apart, so I don't want them too wide here. Now, rotation of the spine, what that means is I'm gonna bring my elbows out and I'm just gonna rotate and face one direction. Now, a cue for this one here, I know when we turn, we're gonna wanna move the hips, right? I don't wanna move my hips, so I wanna keep my hips facing forward. Think about belly button and higher, rotates, right? And we're just gonna hold. So even if it's like half an inch, that's fine. Just lift your chest up, elbows out and hold. But I'm keeping my hips facing forward, all right? Keep breathing, keeping that torso upright, elbows back. We'll go back to the middle. Let's go ahead and try that on the other side. So keep your hips centered. From belly button up, we're just gonna look over to one side and hold. Back to the middle. Let's do that one more time per side. Nice and slow. Rotate and hold. Keeping those hips still. We'll go back to the center. Switching sides. Keeping those elbows out, chest up. Back to the middle. Catch your breath. Great job, everyone. So another variation that you can do, if that one was kind of hard, two things you can do. Seated position, if you do notice your hips are moving a lot. An easier variation is straight arms. So let's try that out. So we're gonna do the exact same thing, just make sure your hips are set. Let's go ahead and bring our hands in front, just like that chest opener, right? One arm stays here, the other one opens, and I'm gonna follow my hand with my eyes. But I wanna keep everything still, right? Back to the middle. Let's try that again, same side. So everything is staying still for the hips. This hand in front stays here. And I'm just trying to open up as much as I can. One more time. Let's go ahead and switch sides now. Hips stay still. I keep one arm in front. More time. And recover. Whew. Nice job, everyone. Hopefully a little bit of blood flow into the shoulders too. Let's go ahead and move into the lower body here. So we'll start off with our standard toe touch. This is a good way just to test overall flexibility in the lower back and the legs too. So of course, first progression, you reach for maybe the knees here, right? That's a good place to begin. And then second progression, you can try and reach for the shins here. And then last progression, reach for the floor. Now, I don't have to have, if you want to have your legs straight out, you can. If you want to have a little bend, that's fine too. They all do the same stretch, just different parts. But you're still going to get that stretch here. What I'm trying to do is just find a place where I can balance my feet, relax my spine. Let gravity help me out here. Breathing is huge when we do stretching movements, contraction movements. So just kind of keep that breathing pattern. Big inhale. And every single time you exhale, you're getting rid of that CO2. Just keeping that oxygen in your body. About 10 more seconds here. We'll slowly come on up, catch your breath. Great job. Easy one to do in a group by yourself. You're just getting into the hamstrings, the lower back, and the glutes. Let's target the calves a little bit now. So we're pretty much doing the exact same thing. We're just gonna have one foot slightly in front. So I'm gonna get back into that same position I was in, right? I'm gonna get one foot out like this. So heels down, toes pointing up from the side view. This leg is straight, by the way, and this other one is just slightly bent to anchor. All I'm gonna do, you can place your hands on your hips right here. I'm just gonna push the hips back, but you'll notice that the front leg does not bend. One more time. So I'm here, hips go back, but that front leg stays straight. And you just go until you feel that stretch. Where are you gonna feel the stretch? Of course, the calf here. And then of course, if you can, try to point that toe up towards your body. So I'm bending at the hip here. We'll relax for a second. Let's try that again. Hips back, toe pointing up. Back to the middle. Let's try that again. Let's see if we can get one arm to reach for the toe. So hips back, I'm gonna try and reach, right? Back to the middle. Let's do that one more time. If that was challenging, keep that. If that was easy, try both hands. Hips back, keep going, keep going, keep going. We'll hold here. Can you hold for a second for me? We'll slowly come up. Nice work, everyone. Let's go ahead and switch. So this front leg is straight, toe pointing up, right? And this leg is okay to have bent. I will push my hips back. And you know, once you feel your stretch, that's your starting point, right? It just takes reps. Hips back, toe pointing up. Hips back, toe pointed up. Try to reach for one hand if you like to progress forward, you know. If you like a little bit more of a challenge for your last one, try going with both hands. Hold here for a second if you can. Slowly recover. Nice work, everyone. All right. Let's finish off the lower body here with some lateral positions. So we're going to get our feet wide here. If you've taken my class, you know I'm a big fan of this movement when we're working in the lateral plane here. So where to start? If I were to bring my arms out and point down, you know, that can be a good place to start. You can go a little narrow. We're going to start by pushing the hips back first. So you might already feel a stretch here. We want to keep these legs somewhat straight, right? And then just go back until you feel a stretch. Now, a couple of things you can do with your hands. They can stay on your hips. They can reach for your shins. And then last progression, just like before, your feet are the floor. So we're just going to hold here for 15 seconds. I will say that I do a lot of weight training. So barbell training like squatting and pressing. And I've been doing it for quite a few years. But I noticed that my flexibility has improved by just doing full range of motion, you know, deep squats, full presses. So I don't really do as much stretching outside of these classes, just my normal warm-up. But the full range exercises over time, they really show a lot of benefit. We'll slowly come on up. Nice work. Now let's do the same thing. We're just going to reach for one side. You can keep your stance the same. You can go a little bit wider if you like. Hips back, and I'm going to reach for one side. You can reach for, you know, your thigh, your shin, or the ankle. We'll go ahead and switch sides to the other side. Nice and slow. Just find your position. These floors are slippery, so I am slowly increasing my range of motion. I'm gonna have to catch myself for a second. When you're ready, come back up. We'll go back to the center. Nice work. Looks like we're at the end of class. That timer is money. Let's just go ahead and stand up and just finish off with the with the next stretch real quick, just to end off. So standing up tall, one hand here. I'm just gonna pull. It looks like that's time. If you have to go, thanks for joining. I'm going to put that link in the chat one more time for our ergonomics webinar. That is this Thursday, by the way. Let's go ahead and switch sides. It's free for HP employees. It's a webinar. I'm sure it'll be recorded if you can't make it, but I'm going to put that in the chat box right now. I hope you can join. It ties in very well with a class like this, working on our posture. But that's it, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for joining again. And I hope you have a great Tuesday. Let's go ahead and put that in the chat one more time. No problem, everyone. I thought I had it saved. There we go. Let's see if I can do this. Get up, boop. Got it. All right. Here's the link one more time, everyone. Have a great day. Great job, everyone.